Yeah, so we got the Blood Rave music going on in the background there for a second there. It cut out on us. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, this rave apparently will just spew blood all over you as you...
I was just thinking about this. If you turn around, there are these goth people in the world that like to actually file down their teeth to look like vampires.
Oh, God.
Right? They
yes,
exist.
yes, I know what
so
you're talking
you're
about.
in a blood rave. You're on... Yes.
I don't know why you would even suggest that just because I'm at a rave, I'm on ecstasy. I mean, I could be on ecstasy anywhere, really.
True.
Excellent point.
It doesn't have to just be at a rave.
But that's the only way that music sounds.
It's very, stereotypical of you, really.
Well, but it makes sense because the music sucks, and if you're not like high.
But second of all, before I discriminate even further, okay, before I... Oh, okay, I'm getting in the mood now. Where's my glow sticks? Where's my Vicks? But before I get into that, before I decide whether she's an enemy or not...
That's Ben's two gay lovers.
You did not...
The Vicks.
Well, it's short for Victor.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Victors. But what does she look like? Before I decide, I mean, she might have filed teeth down.
So are you saying that...
Is she hot?
Are you saying that if she looks gorgeous... So one's Miss Piggy, and the other one is not.
But that's so open-ended. I need to know, which I like, by the way. I like open-ended girls.
Okay.
Clearly. But what does she look like in comparison to Miss Piggy? I mean, is she hot?
She's at least an 11 on a 10 scale.
Okay.
And as you see her teeth as she's mouthing to you, I may or may not enjoy anal.
Wow.
So what's the problem?
Do you think she's an enemy?
Do you fight her, or do you go for it?
Do you fight that?
Of course you don't fight that. You go down willingly.
But that's how everybody dies in the vampire movies, dude. They're all like they're
no.
Once you commit to sex, you die.
Yeah.
You, sir, have just cost yourself in the movie.
Yeah.
I did not.
And
no.
you're not even getting laid.
No.
You're going to bite your penis
You
off.
are 100% wrong.
You're out of the movie.
No, you were wrong.
Joe's banging the pig, who actually is not a vampire.
No,
right.
So he's fine.
She would lose weight.
Because no vampire would bite her. So she's not one.
Well, but he always bangs a pig, so that's not fair.
So he's got laid.
But I'm safe.
But you were wrong. I will not die because vampires did not have a taste for Jewish blood.
Pray tell why, and I really hate to ask this.
Because if they drink...
Why is that?
Because if they drink all my blood, they're only half full because I'm going to Jew them down.
you can shrink your own arteries at will?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't know that's like a superhero thing, huh?
For every bit of inflation, there is an opposite reaction with deflation. This is what we us Jews do. We manipulate the situation. Yes.
So you shrink your arteries at will? Is there anything else you shrink for will?
No, some things just shrink with old age.
Is that his other gay lover?
No.
Yeah.
Will?
He shrinks with Will.
Okay,
Will and
what?
the Vicks. So
We're going to change the subject while you guys try to insult me and hurt my feelings, but that's okay. I don't have feelings. But we are joined by David Flores.
Woohoo!
The great brewmaster extraordinaire who joins us every other week here at ESB. And is kind enough to bring us beers. For some reason, he continues to be nice enough to bring us beers. I don't know why.
I can't figure out why either.
Stacey, we have a beer for you to try here. The great David Flores, always bringing us beers.
and always batting 100%. Let me put that out there, because you have yet to bring anything to me that I wasn't like, wow, I'd buy that.
David, is this the beer that you had me try outside the...
Yes.
Oh, man, this thing is fantastic.
So tell us about this beer, David.
I call it citrus lime wheat. It is about 8 or 9 different oranges and only 4 limes, but it's really, really strong.
Oh, it's fantastic. You described it outside as kind of like the craft of a Bud Light lime.
Correct.
It's way better. It's fantastic. It's got a lot of the citrus flavor.
Dude,
you can taste the orange in it. You can taste the orange peel. You put orange peel in it too?
I put zest, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely taste that zest in it. It's really good.
It's actually right up my alley, dude. This is good.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
Yeah, I brought a half a keg.
Very, very citrus. You brought a half a keg of this?
I know I did a whole keg, but yeah, I have half left.
Wow, dude. I really, really like it, man.
Thank you.
Definitely a great summer beer.
Yeah, I did this for Wazoo, and it was still young at that time, but I let it age a little bit and condition. It turned out really well.
What'd you say about that, Mr. Cheese? I saw you're mouthing something over there and making some hand movements.
I was saying this is delicious to drink by a pool.
Oh, yeah.
I can honestly see myself all summer day, feet in the pool, drinking the living daylights out of this.
The question I have is, are we taking this keg back to your house tonight?
I thought that was the intent. Correct?
I'm kidding.
Right?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I have a secret to my madness here.
You are going to come to the Cheese Manor and bring the keg, right? I mean, that's the plan.
Yes.
This would actually make me stop drinking gin and tonics at the pool.
Really?
I'd be like, because usually I'm not a beer guy at the pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I like...
You get that lime going right there, and it kicks in nicely.
Or alternatively, what would it be like with gin in it?
Oh.
Ooh,
Goodness.
I like
Some
that idea.
some juniper berries.
Wow.
There you go.
David, had you invented this 300 years ago, people would never have to suffer from scurvy on sailing expeditions. I'm just saying.
Wonderful point. Wonderful.
You could have changed the course of history with this beer, David.
Well, maybe it wouldn't cure gonorrhea or something like that.
He said scurvy.
We're not scurvy.
If you can cure that, hey, more power
Are
to
you suggesting I also needed a cure for gonorrhea? Because
Yes.
you are right. I did.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
why I
was
said that.
I was going to say, I don't think we even need cure for gonorrhea anymore. Do we? I mean, it's there. Are we even concerned about it
That's
anymore?
a penicillin
Really?
thing, right?
You just take penicillin.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I mean, I've never had it, but I just hear
No,
you
me
take-
neither. Me neither.
You see what I did
Penicillin.
there? I started this.
No, it's very interesting.
What, the
topic.
gonorrhea?
Yeah,
epidemic?
exactly.
This is very good.
Thank you.
I like
That's
this.
a fantastic beer.
Appreciate it.
Well, before we go to commercial break, I want to talk about one more story here. And this is, we hinted about it before the last commercial break, and it's the FIFA scandal.
Yes. Yes, the FIFA scandal.
This story...
David, could I get a spot of this again, please? Oh.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, God bless you.
The,
I'll just switch that with you. Thank you.
just swap it out there,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I'll
So-
take some penicillin
Cheers.
for the gonorrhea. It's no big deal.
My lips did touch it.
As you rub it around the rim?
Oh,
Yes.
stay off the rim. Stay off the rim.
No. Don't stay
around.
off the rim. Don't stay off the rim.
This show is completely off the rails. But anyway, go ahead. So you're talking about the FIFA scandal.
It's off the
Yeah,
rim.
I stumbled across this story, and when I read it, I was almost just...
Hold on. Get Lord Cheese on for this one.
Yeah, we'll get him on.
Lord Cheese,
let-
FIFA
I'll-
scandal.
Lord Cheese, we need your input on this.
I'll set this up
This
while
is
we
a FIFA story.
We need an authentic footballer.
Yes.
Footballer, yeah. When I read this story, I was almost in disbelief.
You got to turn your
That
mic
this
on. by the way.
actually became in
I believe it's on.
in a mob museum in Las Vegas, but apparently the FIFA scandal has
By
made its way.
mob, do you mean a huge football rampaging crowd?
No, I don't. I mean, as in the traditional mafia, Al Capone.
What is that? La Costa Nostra? Or what?
La
Yeah.
Cosa, well, it'd be La Cosa Nostra.
Thank you.
But in England, they would call that the mafia.
The mafia.
Mafia.
No,
Yeah.
the mafia.
That would be the mafia.
No, mafia. Anything that ends with an A or an E actually ends with an R.
I thought that was Boston.
the mafia.
They do the same thing in Boston, like Pedroyer.
Yeah, well, that's what the Brits do, too.
Yeah. Or you park a car.
Lord Cheese doesn't actually call it Tampa. He calls it Tamper.
Tamper. Okay, makes
Tamper,
sense.
yeah.
It's tamper-proof.
So the mafia.
The mafia.
So FIFA
FIFA
is now in the Mob Museum for the mafia.
and it's in Las Vegas. Las Vegas has a huge mob background with Bugsy Siegel.
No.
That
And,
is shocking.
Yeah, right.
No.
It's not Bugsy Siegel. It's Bugsy Siegel. by
Siegel,
the way.
whatever. Shut
We're not talking about Steven Seagal. It's Bugsy Siegel.
I've had a few drinks. Shut the hell up.
Wait, it wasn't Steven's brother?
No.
No.
But they were.
Bugsy
They were.
Steven didn't have a Jewish brother.
I actually watched a show about that the other night, and how he started it, but he wasn't actually as big of a star or a big of a proponent in the formation of the casinos as everybody thought he was. It was pretty interesting. But anyways, back to the story here. So apparently, amongst other mob stories, they've decided that the FIFA scandal is now right up there in the in the middle of it, and it's includes the FIFA Nostra headline from the French newspaper on that there. So
they're pretty dirty, is what they're saying. This has been quite some time.
well, we've all known that. We've talked about it. We talked about it during the last World Cup
yeah.
at Lord Cheese's Manor, numerous times of the just
The corruption.
the blatant corruption.
Sepp Blatter, by the way, still denying any kind of involvement, still maintaining his innocence, saying that he had nothing to do with anything. And he still maintains that there's very little corruption in FIFA, despite the arrest of 11 different people in this last investigation. And now I've heard, and I know you've probably heard this too as well, Lord Cheese, Prince Ali has thrown his turban in for the next election.
I'm going to come out of left field here and go Michel Platini, who is currently the president of who's currently the president of UEFA. I believe is going to throw his hat in the ring.
Yeah,
and I think if he does, we'll end up with a damn frog in charge.
A Frenchie.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's probably. Is that more corrupt or less corrupt? I mean,
he has been great for UEFA, which is why I think I could see them taking his little appointment here. But that may happen.
Okay, well, that's. I think that's
you heard that here first
on
the Cranial Emissions show, because this has not even been tweeted. This is literally here first.
I got to be honest. Until you said his lead, I was like, "What's she gonna do?" That's once again American education system there. But
I'm vindicated.
You said Michelle Perini. I was like, "What's up with the Italian chick?" Yeah. Sorry, man.
So this is an exhibit. At the Mob Museum, this is an exhibit.
And what are they exhibiting?
What's the setting for
It's
this?
actually a small wall just dedicated to FIFA stuff. It's got pictures of Sepp Blatter and some of the other things there.
So it's got like Sepp Blatter taking like a financial handoff. He's like taking some money.
No, the weird thing is there's no evidence. It's just merely there's some what do you call those vuvuzelas, or how do you say those?
Vuvuzela.
Yeah, vuvuzelas.
Stupid.
Full of money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They got they're full of money.
There's one of the World Cup footballs there.
There's the World Cup football right there.
And then there's fronts of newspapers, probably some trash, and that'll be good.
So maybe that was the whole scam that they were running with. They were like, "Oh, here's what we're going to do. We're going to convince everybody to buy these vuvuzelas," and maybe his brother-in-law was selling them.
I'm thinking what they should have done for the exhibit.
They are annoying.
They should have had dead bodies piled up next to a stadium that they were constructing in Qatar.
Or Brazil. Anywhere in Brazil would have worked, I think, as well.
Why, when the World Cup went there, did it go from Qatar to Qatar?
They call it like 3 different things. I don't know what the hell to call it.
It's been Qatar for decades.
Now it's Qatar.
Qatar.
Without a U. It bugs me.
Is it because Americans can't pronounce T's? So you have water instead of water.
Water.
I mean, because everything's got a D in it. You have butter. You don't have butter. You have butter. So now Qatar is Qatar, which is really maybe the multiple of what a cow eats.
I mean, coming from the guy that thinks that FIFA is FIFA, I don't know if I should be insulted or not.
You know what my big question here is? Who is the curator at the Mafia Museum? Because the guy's like, no, don't take my picture. Hey, don't take my picture. It's cool. No pictures. Huh?
Actually, it's nothing to do with the mob. I've actually been there. It's Adolf Hitler.
Oh.
What?
He's still alive?
True story. True story.
Wow.
He's still alive.
True story.
Oh.
It's funny. I actually
another exclusive by Lord Cheese.
They felt the mob would be too offensive.
Well, in America, yeah, I can believe that.
And they do sell ice creams there,
or should I say America?
Well, India, their favorite ice cream is Hitler ice cream. We just talked about that on the show.
This is true.
All right, Craniacs, we're going to jump to a commercial break before this gets any worse, any more offensive. When we get back, the last segment of the show, Kansas State, the college marching band, in the news for apparently a very phallic representation of their performance. A chick pressing charges because she found out that her boyfriend of 2 years is a chick.
What? Wait. Say one more time.
A chick is pressing charges because she found out her boyfriend of 2 years is a chick.
Okay.
Gotta hate when that happens.
Gang members say, newsflash, that white people are weird. And a weatherman that is an incredible, phenomenal linguist.
You know, it's funny, this story that we're going to talk about with the weatherman, and I'm glad Lord Cheese is here because he actually sent me the name of this town. We were at
a long time ago.
We were at Lion's Den broadcasting one night, and we were talking about English towns.
Yes,
and
we were. Yeah.
He sent us the name of this town, and I've never heard it pronounced. And they have a shortened version of it, but this weatherman actually pronounces the entire length of the word. And
Nailed it.
It is now my turn to share an important message with the growing number of older men out there. Have you ever felt an excruciating pain in your stomach? Do you believe you have a hernia only to find out you're sitting on your testicles?